Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody out there, YouTubers. How's everybody doing? I pray that everybody is doing well today. I pray that everybody is being blessed today and being safe out there in the midst of this pandemic. My name is Tammy Lily, and welcome to the Tammy Lily YouTube channel. Here on the Tammy Lily YouTube channel, we are about supporting our fellow businesses. That's the reason why I do the hashtag support begin support, because if you look in the Bible, when it talks in the beginning of Genesis, it talks about fathers begetting their sons. And I'm a big advocate of support, because I know that as long as I'm being support will come back to me. So I'm just all about supporting other businesses, fellow businesses, women businesses, men businesses. Just all about support. That's what we're all about. So today, before we get started, make sure you press the subscribe button at the bottom, hit that notification bell so you can get updates on new videos as I upload them, because we're going to have a big run of videos talking about the boss babes. If you haven't seen it on Facebook, boss babes, prayers about boss babes. And I have one of those awesome boss babes here with us today. So without any further ado, I'm going to open the floor up and ask that if she would introduce herself.
Well, hello. How are you guys doing today? I agree with Tammy. I pray that you had a wonderful, marvelous day. I am Benita Ledet, and I am the creator and founder of A Unique Heart. And I am one of the boss babes, of course, with Tammy, and I am known as the Love Dr. Boss Babe. Everything I do is with love and through love. Love is my platform.
Awesome. Well, we know love is the greatest gift that God gave to us. So, if anything is going wrong, you just show love and it just makes it all right. And I want to thank you again for agreeing to take the time out to get online with me. We do not take your time for granted by far. And me and Miss Benita have history.
Thank you for having
Couple
me.
things. Um,
Yes, we do.
we worked on a conference together, and she ran on that platform, love. So that's what she's all about. And she was one of my supporters with my book that came out, and it's coming out in print very soon. And I want to thank her so much for that, because that just warms my heart. Each and every support, I just get so excited for it, because I know it's nothing but God, and I run into some awesome people. All right, Miss Benita. Um, I want to start by asking what inspired you to jump on this project, Prayers for the Boss Babes.
Well, first of all, let me just hold up the book just in case if people are trying to figure out what are they talking about. We are talking about this beauty right here, Prayer for the Boss Babes. That's what we're talking about. It is a devotional full of prayers, affirmations, and stories that are told from all 29 boss babes. We are sharing our stories with you. But as Tammy asked me, what inspired me? What inspired me to do the Boss Babe Project is my story is I am a person who has put herself and her life on the back burner for so long. Actually, for actually 3 decades. For about 30 years, I put my life on hold to help my mom raise her siblings, and also my husband help him raise his children, our blended family, before I even had our son that we have together. And so since I put myself on the back burner, I was always putting everybody before me and putting their needs before me. And so I felt like I was missing something as the kids got older and grown. And, we almost became an empty nester at that time. I was like, okay, God, what am I supposed to be here for? What is my purpose? I always hear people say that your life is not fulfilled until you find your purpose and your passion and you live it. And so I would ask God, what do you have me here for? What is my purpose? What do you want me to do? So when I saw the project come about, I said, you know what? The more people that hear my story, the better. So my story is I put myself on the back burner, and around the age of about 45, the light bulb went off, and I decided to put myself first. And so in the book, in the prayers for the boss baby, prayers for the boss babes, I share with you how it's not too late to manifest the desires and the dreams of your heart. My scripture in there is delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And that's what my section is in it. And I just want to share that story with you guys for anybody that's out there that think like they have given up their whole life to please everybody else and they couldn't achieve their goals. No, that's false. Don't believe those thoughts from the enemy or anybody. You have time to do whatever you need to do, and it's never too late to start. I am a living testimony.
Awesome, awesome. And so many times as women, we do have a tendency to put our life on hold, when, everybody else around us needs something. You start having children, you get a husband, and we put our, wants and, a lot of times our needs behind and put everybody else up front. So definitely, I appreciate you writing that story, being transparent in regards to that, because that's an inspiration, and that is never too late, no matter what age you're at, to be, to do something for yourself. Self-love, definitely self-love. Well, I'm like this, because I'm in this arena of authorship. I understand the walk of it. So when we have these projects that we take on, we're one person, and then once we get to the end of that project, we're another person. So how did this project change you?
Well, what it changed me is the way that the project changed me is that it's just a confirmation over and over again that when you put God first, he will direct your paths and he will bring out the best in you. This project showed me in the end that I can do anything. Basically, when I found out about the project, God just told me, reach out today, reach out to her. I want you to be an author on that project. So because of my obedience, and was with the project, the way everything went, even though we were in the pandemic when this happened, and the way that everything went, the smoothness of the project, the hiccups of the project, everything, it all lined up perfectly for our good. Because when we released that book, it was a shift in the atmosphere. Within 2 days, we were #1 best-selling authors in the nation, not in one category, in 2 categories, devotional and Christian. That's nothing but God. So never, ever, ever discount and be disobedient to God when he tells you to do something.
Yes, ma'am. And I was just floored. Lord, when they said #1 bestseller of Amazon, and I was just like on cloud 9. I was like, I've never experienced anything like this before.
Right.
It was just a tremendous blessing, and I know it's going to bless so many people.
So many people.
Bless our heart.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want to talk about your other adventures that you have going on, because we got to talk about this love in the box thing. This love in this box. Baby, this love in this box. This is an awesome thing. I just seen it and I was just like, that is so, oh.
Yeah.
And you see the smiles on people's face when they receive them, the testimonies, and they just roll in. But tell me about your other ventures that you have going on.
Okay. So this is the box that she's talking about right here. A Unique Heart, that's me. That's the name of my company. And around this box, it says, somebody loves you, baby. So when most people receive this box, it's either an ultimate surprise like to celebrate gift birthdays or a special occasion, or is a encourager or an uplifter because of the tools and the resources that's in the box. The things that come in the box, there's a self-love journal that I have self-published. So actually, The Prayers for the Boss Baby is my second book that I just released within the year back to back. So this first book here is the self-love journal that's in there. I published it. It's around women knowing self-love for themselves, rediscovering the self-love, self-worth, and self-actualization. Because as Tammy said before, we can get caught up in the everyday activities of everybody else and we lose ourselves. So with that, since that is the history and my background, I'm very passionate about helping women rediscover love for themselves, because once you know who you are and rediscover the love for yourself, there you can move mountains with God, prayer, grace. You can move mountains, but you have to be in that space to know what you can do. When you forget about that and you just all over the place and your emotions all over the place, you will not conquer your dreams. So that's why I put the self-love journal in there, some self-love activities. There's a candle to meditate. There's a mug in there that says somebody loves you, baby. The whole idea of the box is just to remind you that you are loved, you are special, and somebody cares about you. Because it oftentimes when we go through traumatic situations or a bad divorce or whatever the case may be, we feel like we're all alone. Even if somebody passes and they're grieving, people will call and all these things, right? During the service, and oh, call me if you need me and all that. But when the days pass by and the weeks pass by, they gone about their business and you're still there hurting and suffering. And so that's why I have everything in that box that can help you heal, from that broken place, so you can rebuild your life back together. And I'm not saying like the box is just a miracle worker, but what's in it, if you work it, it will work for you along with the prayers and God. And so, that's what I have going on with Love in the Box. I also have a Love with Ledet conversations. And it is around people sharing their hearts, sharing their stories, and then also networking. I let people come on and share their platform, their way. If there's something that the viewers can get from them, or if I see that there's a love connection that I can connect them with someone on their business to help their business, that's the whole purpose of Love with Ledet conversations. So that's it. And I'm known as the love doctor. I'm telling you, anything and everything I do, you're going to see something with love on it or some hearts on it.
All right. I love it. I love the fact that you have just stepped up to do God's work. You're allowing your light to shine. You're allowing people to see God in you. It's a old song that goes, "I'm bringing souls to Jesus by the service that I give," and that's what you're doing, baby. Keep doing that. I love it. I love it. Awesomeness. Um, Now I want to know what your biggest motivation is.
So my biggest motivation is leaving a legacy for my children. I'm trying to bring love back into the world, period.
Mm,
That is my biggest motivation. Families have drifted apart. We
mm,
don't sit around on the porch and eat watermelon anymore like we
mm.
used to back in the days. Every little family has their own little separate Thanksgiving, where all the family used to get together on both sides and have Thanksgiving used to be a big old cookout,
Yeah.
and we just don't have them times anymore. But as the younger generation, if somebody's got to bring it back,
Yeah.
bring the values and the love back in the family. So I feel like with Love in a Box and with Prayers for the Boss Babe, so now you're getting prayers from me and now you're getting love. You mix those two together, that's a
Mm.
recipe for success.
All
And,
right.
and so if you bring all of that back in the family to the core front and you begin to heal your heart from whatever burdens, whatever bitterness, you got to remove all of that to make things happen for you. God would not bless a bitter heart
Mm.
at all. So if you're bitter about anything and you're still on your knees praying and you're wondering why your prayers are not getting answered, got to check that heart.
All right.
Take that heart. And so with all of that, that's my biggest motivation. If I can bring more love into the world, one box, one family at a time, one book at a time, one story at a time, one Love with Ledet conversation at a time, then I feel like my job is done, because once I passed on, my son has something that he can go back and read literature from his mom, look at the videos. These are things that will be around for a lifetime. This box is a gift of a lifetime. It is the gift of love that keeps on giving and giving. So anytime somebody invests in love in a box or prayers for the boss babe, that's a lifetime gift. That's not a instant gratification gift. You know, I can go and get all these little material things and all of that to put in there, but that's instant gratification. You need something that's going to stick with you for a lifetime. And that's my biggest motivation.
All right. All right. I like the fact that you said that this box is not going to solve everything for you, but it's the symbolism.
Yes.
It's what's in it. Resources are like this. If you don't use these resources, they do you no good. That's like food. If you put food on the table and you don't eat it, then that food does you no good. It's just going to sit on the table. So I'm so glad that you said that, because a lot of times we expect things to do for us, but we have to go out there and use the things that we're given to, do the things we need to do, so it's a symbolism. It's the cup. You pick a cup up, you're drinking a coffee, and you sit there and read it. Because a lot of times we sit there and we just, if we gazing around, we're sad, we just look at something, we just read it. And that will make all the $1 million difference in the world. That cup, reading that cup. Somebody loves you, remind you that somebody loves you. So that's
remind you, and that's why I custom made the box like that, because it's not, you know how sometimes you can get gifts from people in a box, and then when you threw it, you throw the box away. That's not the box you throw away. Everybody has said they have put it in a spot to where they can see it, so that when they're low on those days, they can go back and look at that box and say, somebody loves me. But like, it lifts up their spirit. It puts them back in the moment when they receive it, and it makes them pick that journal back up too. Because here's the thing about the journal, it's something you can use over and over again, because whatever space you're in right now, you may not have been in that space 6 months ago. You know what I mean? So, it's something that you can use over and over again, and you can really evaluate how far you've come.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we just had Veteran Day that passed, and you have a veteran baby. So
Yes.
salute to her and her services. So I know you're
Yes.
super proud of,
I
your
am.
girl.
I am. And she just, her and her friend, we just fed 500 people, and
Oh,
500 homeless people on Sunday. And that was all her and her friend's idea. All her dad and I did was we contributed, and then we supported. We went out and supported. And the name, because I know that the love that remember I just said that I'm trying to put love in there so it comes back in the family. Well, the name of her organization to feed the homeless, I had no idea, was Give More Love. So
all
see,
right.
it's working.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's hard to hear people when you don't have no food in your tummy, and that's a
That's
lot of
right.
times we have that misconception. We figure that I can give this and give that, but if somebody's hungry, they can't hear you.
No, they can't. No, they can't. And those people are so grateful.
Yes, ma'am. Amen. Well, you have anything that for your future plans that you want to tell the people about?
Yes. Now here's the thing. I do have a self-love retreat, wellness retreat. I'm cooking up. Hopefully it will get kicked off next month. That's my plans. But I'm also looking at COVID. Just today I saw that Chicago issued a shutdown. So I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I don't want to speak too much about it and it doesn't happen. But that's definitely in my plans. I'm connected with a couple of ladies, and we're going to put this retreat on and try to have that going. And then also my Love in a Box is going to be in this play called My First Love. They're going to actually have it in the play, and then also I'll be a vendor there. So
All right.
Yeah, so I got a couple things going on, and then also another thing I have going on. I have some awesome deals coming up for Black Friday. I'm going to
All
be
right.
marking a lot of things 50% off. So I'm going to be posting every day, but hope, and I'll be giving some things away. I'm a giver. I'm going
Yes,
to be
ma'am.
giving some things away. So just stay tuned, stay connected to Benita Ledet, a unique heart. The Love Doctor, I'm on social media, on all social media platforms under Unique Heart. Stay connected, stay in tune. Let me share some of this love with you.
All right, all right. I love it. I love it, Miss Benita. All right. Well, before we end out, I want you to be to tell, you said about your social media, any other kind of ways that people can get in touch with you.
Yes, absolutely. So my website is auniqueheart.com. And that's A like the letter A, unique, UNIQUE, heart.com. That's the main place. And like I said, I'm going to be loading up the products tonight. I got all the pictures done yesterday. I'm gonna load up the products tonight, and then I will start posting the things that are going to be on sale, or you may even buy something, get something free, blah blah blah. But that's what I'm going to be doing, so be on the lookout for that. I want to make sure everything is done right. I don't like to half do stuff. So maybe I'm thinking around maybe Monday or Tuesday when I might present it, to everybody, but I'm definitely working on behind the scenes of how I want to do it. But it's definitely in the works. The pictures are there. I just need to figure out what I want to put on sale and all of those things. But other than that, it's going to be some nice things coming along for Black Friday. So I just encourage you to I'm on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, A Unique Heart. If you, Benita Ledet, my regular name. I am Benita Ledet on Instagram, but you can't miss me if you look up Benita Ledet or A Unique Heart. You can't miss me.
All right. All right. All right, Miss Benita Ledet, thank you so much for taking a moment out to have a conversation with me and share with the world what you're doing, sharing with the world about the Boss Babe so they can know that this book is on fire.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I encourage you to really purchase a copy of Prayers for the Boss Babes. I mean, and I'm not just saying it just because we're authors. What I'm saying is we all didn't even know each other. We
No.
didn't know each other coming into this project. We had no idea what the other was going to read. All we knew is we were going to put our chapters around a particular scripture. That's all we knew. And so when we picked our scriptures and knew we were going to put our stories around, when it all came together, when we first got the first release of the ebook, I was sitting in my bed when I got the link, and I literally started reading a little bit of it and just started crying
Mm.
because I'm like, okay, these are my words. Look at her story. Look at her story. Like, wow, like we had no idea.
Yep.
So it really just shows the manifestation of how God really worked and put this together. So this is not just another regular book. It wouldn't be number one on Amazon in the nation. Okay, there's a lot of best-selling authors, but I'm saying in the nation in two different categories. And these are 29 Black female CEOs
Mm.
that's on here that came together to share their life, their experiences, their stories. We've given you affirmations, prayer. I guarantee you, if you go in any one of those pages, I guarantee you'll find a story that's similar to yours, and it will help you get over something that you're going through. I guarantee it to you. I guarantee you. If for some reason you flip to that book and you don't see something that's familiar to me, you inbox me and I will send you a free copy.
Yes, ma'am. All right. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miss Benita. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
So much
Thank
for
you for having me. Thank you for having me, Tammy. I really appreciate it. I think you're such a sweetheart. I love your grind. I'm glad that we got a chance to work on this project together. When we first started, I didn't even know you was on it until, you know how we start doing the group messages. I said, Tammy? I was like, you know. So and you probably were maybe one of the only ones I think that I knew, just from having a past experience. The rest of the ladies, I did not know. So it was just an awesome experience.
Yes, ma'am. Holy divine by God.
Yes.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Benita, and thank you so much for listening. Make sure you go check out A Unique Heart. Send it to somebody. It don't have to be a special occasion. Just send it to somebody. Send it to your mother. If you still have your mother here, you definitely want to send it to your mother if you still got your mother here. Send it to your father. Send it to your grandmother. Just send it to somebody just because. It doesn't have to be a special occasion, although we are in the holiday season, and this is a gift that keeps giving. So thank you so much, Miss Benita. Thank you for listening, and everyone have a blessed day. Thank you again. Bye-bye.